G'day legends, I hope you're all amazing. On today's installment of 5-Minute Tones, I want to try to recreate one of my favorite settings on this 1977 Marshall JMP. It belongs to my good friend Troy Nababan. It was recently modded by Jason at Headfirst Amplification. There are two mods on here which kind of take it away from stock 2203 or very slightly modified 2203 spec. There is a Jose style mod on a switch and a J.K. Lee mod on a switch. But I just really love the stock 2203 sound on this. Basically, bass, middle, and treble at 6, master volume around 11 o'clock, gain just past noon, and the treble also at around 10, 11 o'clock. Sounds incredible through my greenback loaded cab. So I want to see how close I can get to that using the Axe effects. What I'm going to do is give you a side-by-side comparison, switching in real time between them. I'm going to run this amp with the Fractal X load. I'm going to split my signal with a Layla P-split, one going to the amp and the load, the other going to the Brit 800 model in the Axe. I'm going to put the preset up for all of you to download and try it if you want to try it for yourselves. I also have an IR that I haven't previously shared of my Marshall 1960 TV cab shot with a single SM57 off-axis. Let's hear the comparison, let's break down the preset, and then at the end of the video, I will let you know which one was the Axe and which one was the amp. Should be fun. Let's take a look at the preset now. It's very straightforward. I'm just using the Brit 800 amp model. I did start off with the controls in the amp block set the same as the real head, and it was pretty close, but I have done some tweaks that I'll talk about. The IR that I was using is an IR that I made of my Marshall 1960 TV cab with a single SM57 off axis. It's the same mic, same cabinet, and same mic position that I use when I do amp demo videos with my real cab. So I figured it might be actually nice to use that IR to get a little bit closer to the sound of the mic'd up amp, which you'll hear in the video that I do just on the amp. Nevertheless, I'll let you hear these settings with this particular IR and then my usual LT-TV Mix 7. Again, shilling for myself right here. You can get that cabinet IR for free. Just check the video description. That raw and raunchy character really comes across with the SM57. I started off in the amp block with the controls set the same as the real amp. I didn't really expect them to sound identical, and they didn't. They sounded kind of in the ballpark, but not the same. I could tell the difference between the amp model and the amp. The amp has had some subtle tweaks in the stock mode from Jason at Headfirst, one of which was a very slight thump or resonance mod in there. So what I did was I went to the ideal page and I turned the depth control up here. I also went to the power amp page and I turned the negative feedback up a little bit. So I'll let you hear the difference between the depth at 6 and the depth at 0. Let you hear the difference now between where I've got the negative feedback. I just kind of turned it up until it sounded good, and the stock value, which from my notes was 1.27. So we'll start where I had it and then I'll turn it back down. Last thing that I did, and I would recommend everybody do that when they are trying to match a loaded down head, is I went to the speaker tab in there, and because I was using the Fractal X load on the UK setting, I set the speaker impedance curve to the same X load UK mode. I then turned the speaker thump compliance, drive, and speaker compression all the way down. These parameters in here are modeling the non-linear behavior of real guitar amp speakers. And when you're using a load box and a head, you don't have that behavior of the speakers in there. So when you're trying to match your real head to the Axe effects, use these, turn those all the way down to 0. The nice thing is once you've matched them and you want to replicate real world speaker behavior, you can kind of turn them back up. So I'll just play a little bit and I'm going to turn the thump compliance and just add a little bit of drive and compression. Let's have a listen to what that does. This is such a great basis for a hard rock tone in there. You know, throw a clon in front as a boost, throw a little bit of the Aurora delay and some plate reverb on, and you've got a killer lead tone as well. Anyway, I will put a link to the preset in the video description. Try it out. You will probably need to tweak the EQ and gain to suit your guitar and get the best results. I'll also put the cabinet IR up as well if you want to try it. And now I'll reveal the answers to what was the Axe and what was the amp. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And if you appreciate these kind of, nerdy deep dives and you want to keep the lights on in here, consider signing up to my Patreon or buying some of the music that I make. Otherwise, have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.